feels extra cozy today. I've got my tea right here, it's still hot, and I'm really happy you're listening with us.
That already sounds like the start of a good conversation. I'm glad to be here too. The studio feels calm, and honestly, that always helps me think clearly.
Same here. I was just sitting down and thinking about how fast time feels lately. One day feels busy, the next day feels gone, and then suddenly I start dreaming about vacations.
Yeah, vacations have that effect. They pop into your mind when life feels full, or maybe when your brain just needs a little break.
Exactly. And today, that's what we want to talk about. Vacations. Simple ones, big ones, dream ones, even the ones that didn't go as planned.
It's a great topic for everyday English. People talk about travel all the time, at work, with friends, online. It's also good listening practice and speaking practice.
Yes, and before we really get into it, I just want to say something quickly. If you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you.
It truly does. And we appreciate you being here with us, wherever you are right now.
So then, let me ask you this. When you hear the word vacation, what's the first thing you feel? Not think, feel.
Hmm. I feel lighter, like my shoulders drop a bit. Even before I plan anything, the idea itself feels calm.
I love that. I feel something similar. For me, vacation feels like permission. Permission to slow down, permission to wake up late, permission to do nothing and not feel bad.
That not feel bad part is important. Many people struggle with that. They take time off, but their mind is still working.
Oh, yes, I've been there. I remember one trip where I kept checking my phone emails, messages, news, and after 2 days, I thought, wait, why am I even here?
Gently. That happens a lot. We bring our normal habits with us. A vacation changes the place, but not always the mindset.
Spoken like a true guide, Ben, always breaking things down.
I can't help it. It's how my brain works. But let's keep it simple. A vacation is time away from your usual routine.
Right, routine is a good word. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, again and again.
Exactly. And when we break that pattern even a little, our brain reacts, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a confusing way.
I think that's why short trips can feel strange at first. The first day, I don't know what to do with myself. I wake up and think, okay, now what?
That's very common. Your body is used to structure. When it's gone, there's a small shock.
A very gentle shock. Like, should I go back to sleep? Should I eat breakfast now or later? It's funny, but also kind of freeing.
Freedom is a key idea here. Vacations give us choices, simple choices. And for language learners, talking about choices is very useful.
Oh, that's true. Like saying, I want to relax, or I plan to visit my family, or I just stay at home.
Yes, and all of those are valid vacations. People sometimes forget that staying at home can be a real vacation too.
I'm so glad you said that. Not every vacation needs a plane ticket. Sometimes the best break is your couch, a blanket, and a good show,
Or a good nap.
especially a good nap.
There's even a phrase for that, a staycation. It means you stay at home, but you treat your time like a vacation.
I like that word. It sounds kind and relaxed. No pressure to see everything or do everything.
Pressure is something that sneaks into vacations. People think, I paid for this, so I must enjoy every second.
Oh, yes. And then if it rains or you're tired, you feel disappointed, like you failed at relaxing.
Which is ironic because relaxing shouldn't feel like a test.
Exactly. One of my most memorable vacations was actually very simple. I visited a small town, no big plans. I just walked, ate local food, and talked to people.
That sounds nice. What made it special for you?
Softly, the pace. Everything was slower. Shops closed early, people sat and talked. I felt like time stretched out.
That slower pace is something many people miss in daily life. Vacations remind us that life doesn't always have to be fast.
And for English learners, that slower pace helps too. When you travel, you hear real conversation, not perfect, not fast like movies, just real.
Real conversation is messy. People repeat themselves, they pause, they say, and just like we're doing now.
Yes, exactly like this. And that's okay. That's how humans talk.
When learners understand that, they feel less pressure to sound perfect. Communication becomes easier.
I hope that's how this feels for you listening, like sitting with two people just talking.
And maybe it feels like a small mental vacation too, just a few minutes away from stress.
That's a lovely thought. Speaking of stress, do you think vacations always reduce stress?
Not always. Some trips are stressful. Long flights, lost bags, language problems. But even then, people often remember the good parts later.
That's so true. In the moment, you think, this is terrible. And later, you laugh about it.
Memory is selective. It keeps the story, not the discomfort.
Smiles. Like that time I missed a train and ended up in the wrong city. I was upset, but I discovered a beautiful cafe.
That's a perfect example. Unplanned moments often become highlights.
Brightly. And that brings me to something I really believe. Vacations don't have to be perfect to be meaningful.
Yes, meaning comes from experience, not perfection.
Softly, even small things, a nice walk, a friendly smile, a quiet morning.
Those are easy words, easy ideas, but very powerful for everyday English.
Smiles. Words like relax, enjoy, take a break. Simple but full of feeling.
And phrases like take it easy, no rush, or just in case. People use them all the time when they talk about travel.
Laugh softly. I love no rush. It sounds like music to me.
Me too. It's probably my favorite vacation phrase.
You know, as we talk, I realize vacations are not only about places, they're also about mindset.
That's very true. You can change your mindset without leaving town.
Softly. And maybe that's something we all need to remember more often.
Especially now, when life feels busy for so many people.
Smiles. Let's keep talking about that, about different kinds of vacations, different feelings, and the little English words that help us talk about them. Okay, so let's stay with that idea for a moment. Different kinds of vacations, because not everyone wants the same thing, right?
Right. Some people want activity, others want rest, and many people want a mix, even if they don't realize it at first.
I know people who say, I want to relax, and then they plan 10 things a day.
That's very common. They confuse vacation with change of location, not change of pace.
Change of pace. That's a good phrase. When I really think about my favorite trips, they all had space. Space in the day, space in my head.
Space is important. When your schedule is full, your mind stays busy. When there's space, your thoughts slow down.
And sometimes feelings come up too. On vacation, I suddenly notice things I ignored before.
That happens because distractions are gone. You're not rushing. You're not multitasking.
Multitasking is such a modern problem.
And it's not something humans are very good at, honestly.
True. So let's talk about types of vacations. For example, beach vacations. How do you feel about those?
I like them in short doses. I enjoy the sound of the sea, walking by the water, reading a book. But after a few days, I want variety.
You see, structured even on vacation.
Guilty. I need a little structure to feel balanced.
For me, beaches are emotional. The ocean makes me think. I can sit and stare for a long time.
Many people feel that way. Water has a calming effect.
And it's easy English, too. Words like sand, sun, waves, warm, quiet.
Very high-frequency words.
Easy to remember, easy to use.
Now, what about city trips? Busy streets, museums, cafes.
City trips are stimulating. You walk a lot, you see people, you hear many languages. It's exciting, but also tiring.
Yes, at the end of the day, your feet hurt, but your mind feels full.
And city trips are great for speaking practice. You order food, you ask for directions, you hear accents.
Real listening practice, not textbook voices.
Exactly. Real people don't speak perfectly or slowly.
Sometimes they speak too fast and you just smile and nod.
That smile and nod strategy is universal.
It really is. Okay, another kind. Nature trips. Mountains, forests, lakes.
Those are powerful. Nature reduces noise, literal noise and mental noise.
I feel grounded in nature, like my body remembers something old.
Humans lived close to nature for most of history. It still affects us.
You always bring us back to the big picture.
It helps explain why simple things feel good.
True. And then there are family visits, not always relaxing, but still important.
Yes, family vacations are emotional.
That's a very kind word.
They come with history, habits, expectations.
But also comfort, familiar food, familiar voices,
And stories that repeat every year.
the same stories told the same way,
Exactly. And yet, people still listen.
because connection matters, even if it's messy.
Vacations often show us what we value: rest, connection, freedom, discovery.
That's beautiful. And many learners worry about talking about vacations in English. They think they need big words.
They don't. Simple language works best. I went, I liked, I felt happy, I was tired.
Honest, simple sentences.
And useful phrases like on the way, at the end of the day, or for a while, very common in travel stories.
I use those all the time without thinking.
That's the goal for learners too, to use English without overthinking.
I want to share a small moment. One time I was on a train, watching the landscape pass by. I wasn't doing anything, just sitting.
And how did that feel?
Peaceful. Almost strange at first, like I should be productive. And then, relief.
That feeling is rare for many people.
Vacations remind us we're allowed to just exist.
And that lesson can stay with us after the trip ends.
I hope people listening can take that with them, even today, even without traveling.
Maybe just slow down later, take a walk, breathe.
Or listen to another cozy conversation in English.
That works too.
Let's move gently into something deeper now. Not heavy, just thoughtful. How vacations connect to culture and emotions. When we talk about vacations and culture, I always think about how travel shows us different ways of living. Not better, not worse, just different.
That's an important point. Culture isn't only food or music, it's daily rhythm, when people eat, how long they talk, how they rest.
Yes, I once visited a place where shops closed in the afternoon. At first, I was annoyed. I thought, why is everything closed?
And then?
And then I noticed everyone was sitting together, eating, talking, resting. Life felt human.
That's a good word, human. Vacations often reconnect us with that.
Back home, I rush. I eat quickly. I check my phone. On vacation, I watch people.
Observation is a big part of travel. You learn without trying.
And you learn language that way too. Little phrases, tone, body language.
Exactly. You hear how people actually say things like, how's it going? Or no worries, or sounds good.
Those phrases don't always appear in textbooks, but they're everywhere in real conversation.
That's why listening practice matters. Real voices, real speed, real pauses.
Speaking of pauses, I noticed that on vacation, people pause more. They don't rush to fill silence.
Silence feels uncomfortable in some cultures, peaceful in others.
I'm learning to enjoy it, sitting quietly with someone, no pressure to talk.
That's a skill, and it transfers to language learning too.
How so?
Learners often feel they must speak all the time, but pauses are natural. They give you time to think.
That's reassuring. You don't need to be perfect or fast.
Exactly. Communication is shared. The other person helps too.
Vacations show us that kindness exists in small moments. A stranger helping you, a smile when you're lost.
Those moments stay with people longer than famous places.
I still remember a woman who helped me find a bus stop years ago. I don't remember the bus number, but I remember her face.
Emotional memory is strong. That's why travel stories often focus on people, not schedules.
Schedules disappear quickly in stories.
Very quickly.
And that's okay. Vacations aren't reports, they're feelings.
Well said.
As we come to a gentle pause in our conversation, I want to ask everyone listening something simple.
Go ahead.
What does vacation mean to you right now? Not last year, not someday, right now.
Maybe it means rest. Maybe it means change. Maybe it means time with someone you love.
There's no wrong answer.
And you don't need to travel far to feel it.
What about you? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
We really would.
You know, before we say goodbye, let's gently revisit a few expressions we used today.
Sure, phrases like take it easy, no rush, and at the end of the day.
Also, no worries, a classic.
Simple, friendly, very useful.
Just like vacations should be.
That's a nice connection.
Thanks for spending time with us. Keep learning, keep smiling.
Take care, everyone. See you soon.